so I didn't have any doubt about my preparation going into the game.
If you had to evaluate yourself, and you'll get to see film and all that sort of stuff, in your self-evaluation, when you get hits the pillow tonight, what are you going to be thinking about? What do you want to do?
You know, just make the corrections as with the mistakes. You know, I'm big on going back on the film and looking at what I did wrong and trying to make the corrections so in the next game, you know, if that were to happen again, you know, I can do it right.
How much did they want you to run coming into the game? Like, did you have a lot that they had asked you to do before the game started, or like, you know, did you just kind of play it as it goes?
You know, we had a lot of option read packages in the game plan, so it was really dependent on, you know, what the defense gave us. So yeah, going into the game, you know, I had a good chance of running the ball up.
Was this game different emotionally for you than any you've ever played in life? Is that fair to say?
Not while I was playing. So to say, I mean, you know, I thought about, you know, my dad, you know, pregame and stuff like that, about, you know, things he would probably tell me before the game. But you know, once I got out there, you know, all those other things just go away. You know, football's like kind of like my safe haven. So once I got out there, it was all football.
What would your dad tell you right now that after you get the first start?
You know, he would have told me he was proud of me and he loved me and just gave me a big hug.
What are his pregame advice? What does he normally say?
You know, pregame, he just, you know, tells me to go out there and play my game, try not to force anything, not try to press or make plays that aren't there. So, you know, those are the kind of comments that were running through my mind that I would, you know, think that he would tell me before a game.
How did you stay focused during a game that seemed pretty frustrating through the first couple of quarters?
You know, just staying positive. You know, that's the biggest key about, you know, coming back and facing adversity is just staying positive throughout, you know, all the things that are thrown at you. So, you know, we did a great job on the sidelines of not getting down and, you know, just keeping the positivity up.
Anything about holding on to the ball today? Did you learn anything about holding on to the ball today? Importance of it.
Oh, yes, sir.
You had some issues there.
Yeah. You know, things like that we'll be able to work on once we watch it.
What happened when you played in the zone? You see the guy or not?
Oh, no.
How do you respond, though, when you're down there in the end zone and you lose the ball and they jump on it and take the lead like that? As a true freshman, how do you respond in that situation?
You know, I face adversity, you know, playing football my whole life. So, you know, things like that are going to happen. So, you know, the biggest thing is just coming to the sideline, learning from the mistake, and then going out the next drive and trying to execute and not thinking about the last play.
To be honest, a couple of those Radcliffe runs, do you think he was down and he just keeps on going?
Oh yeah, I've seen Radcliffe run like that a while, so I kind of expected that from him. So yeah, he runs pretty hard.
How big is it to have a guy like James Quick out there, a guy you've been around, you know, for the past few years, to get the ball to him and kind of, you know, keep the offense chugging?
You know, it's big. You know, the coaches know that we have, you know, kind of a chemistry together since playing in high school. So, you know, for that, it was big. You know, sometimes we needed a big play, and they would call his number, and I was confident in him. Like I'm confident in every other receiver we have on the roster. So, you know, those guys make plays all across the board.
Reggie, what was the feeling like going into this week, knowing that you were going to be the guy out there?
It wasn't any different. You know, being a backup, you know, is just as important as being a starter. So you have to prepare the same way. So me preparing wasn't any different than, you know, any other game.
When did you find out, though, that you were going to be a starter? When did they tell you?
It wasn't really like they kind of told me. It was just, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, we knew Will was down, so once we went out to practice, I was taking the ones reps. So there was never a situation where Coach Pacino called me in his office and told me I was going to be named a starter this week or anything like that. It just kind of fell into place.
Kind of understood.
Toughest moment of your game today, Reggie, and then your best moment of the game for you?
For me, probably the fumble, you know, led to the touchdown. And, you know, the best moment was triple zeros hit the clock in the fourth quarter.
What did you like best about your own performance?
You know, I guess just, you know, staying positive through adversity. You know,
What were you thinking when you called the read option on 3rd and 13?
Know how to make a play. You know? That was a big moment in the game, so Coach Pacino trusted me to make the play. And, you know, offensive line and receivers did a great job of blocking. And, you know, it was my job to, you know, move the chains.
Do you think this is a one-week situation, or do you expect to be back there next week?
I'm not sure yet. We're gonna watch film and go from there and see how Will does. But I'm still gonna prepare the same way, week in and week out. So I'm not really sure about that.
What kind of support did you get from Will throughout the week?
Will's what got me through it. He's one of my best friends on the team. So once he knew he wasn't gonna play, he was right there in my corner saying he had all the faith in the world and just really encouraged me to go ahead and play really well.
You get a sense of where Will is right now? Do you think there's a chance he might play next week, and how does it all?
I'm not sure. I know the training staff is doing a good job of working with him, but I couldn't tell you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Great game today.